Buccaneer. With that, let's head over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa for the call of this one. We bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Well, I'll tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Jameis to throw it. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Ito Smith, his first carry, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now. It's Smith, and he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd. And 3.
Let's go,
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Luck. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Luck.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist bump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. They go play action. Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a carry for Allen. And an alley to run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Locke looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Let's get this.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Play action now, Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd and 14 coming up.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
3rd and long, it's locked. He's letting it fly for Cook. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that makes it 14-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 1st down, Allen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, Winston. It's Hill, complete. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. second down. Benedict. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. They'll run on first down. Benedict. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Benedict. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2, he only got 1. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Here's Winston. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On 1st and 10, Winston. He completes it to Evans. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Winston. They complete it to Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Winston now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Luck looking middle, and it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, it's Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Luck says, let's get going as he'll hustle him to the line. Another try after the first down sack. Luck. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll come out in the pistol. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Luck. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Love, airing it out, looking for Rick. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. On first down, Allen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
That one complete to Hill.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, it's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Allen. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Off the play fake, Winston. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Two times. We got 4.
They'll run on first down. Benedict. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Love. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now a play fake, and it's Love. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards. Play action. It's Love. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion, that could have been an interception.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Lott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Lott. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
Now a hit, and Lott lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
45.
On play action, Winston. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Pass interference.
Now let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On third down, Mays. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll run. This is Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Lott looking for his running back, and he's got him. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Back to throw. Lott. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Boom! That's how we do it.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Andrew Luck now, he gears up to lead this offense again. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benedict. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Throwing is Locke. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. To throw is Locke.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Luck now to throw. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out. The Falcons on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Luck, airing it out, looking for Ridley, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Luck. Pressure gets there, and he goes down. Now there's also a flag, but this might be on the offense anyway. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
They run the counter. It's Allen. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Allen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Seibert's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Andrew Luck in the offense. Down by 13. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Luck. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's Luck. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Luck. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Now Luck says, let's get going as he'll hustle him to the line. To try again after the sack. Luck. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Ready. Blue ready. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. Fielded just inside the 30. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Bucs, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here.